Hello guys, today as you can see I'm making Beth. Beth is one of my characters from my story that I've been working on for a few years now. She is the main antagonist twin sister. The main antagonist is named Elsa. Elsa Eclipse, but Eclipse isn't her first last name. She just got adopted by the big bad of the story, which I will go into later. So Beth is very kind and caring. She has the abilities to control and manipulate water, along with other things. And Beth is very kind, like maybe too kind. She is very generous as well. Her sister hates her because of some trauma that happened in their past. When Beth and Elsa were kids, their parents didn't want Elsa, so Elsa hated Beth along with her parents, to the point where Elsa tried to murder Beth. Elsa did murder her entire family at one point. Elsa is very manipulative, very cruel. And the story is called Star's Story for one. What's it about? It's about my character named Star, the main protagonist, living in space after she got kidnapped by her half-adopted sister that her father adopted. I guess I'll go into the lore from the start here. So, when Star was a kid, she lived with her mom. She never knew her dad because her mom left her dad as soon as she found out she was pregnant with Star, because she didn't want to burden Star's father, and she was just scared of how he would react. So Star's mother was a very good mother. She was very kind. She never yelled at Star or anything. Her and Star had the best bond you could think of. Star loved space and stargazing. And Star was named Star because whenever she was born, her mother saw her creating, well, stars. So, of course, that's what her mother named her after. Star is very sweet, very kind, to the point where it does her very bad in the future. Like, very, very bad. Star, whenever she was 6, got kidnapped by Elsa out of her home. Abducted. At first, Elsa made it seem like a good thing, made it seem like her mother knew that Elsa took her, and Elsa made it seem like it would be so fun and everything, even though it wasn't. And anyways, so yes, at first Star had a whole lot of fun until that fun ended, sadly. Elsa slowly but surely started manipulating Star into doing her bidding and just acting like however she wanted her to. And that was good for Elsa, but Star, she had more trauma than you would think. Because Elsa didn't only manipulate Star, she abused Star and harmed her too. And anyways, Star didn't notice at first. She didn't know how bad it was at first until after she started getting manipulated and tortured and harmed. Star did everything and anything Elsa told her to. And whenever I say anything, I mean anything. Star is very scared of Elsa, to the point where she is pretty much an emotionless doll that Elsa can do as she pleases with. Star, at least in the past Star, she was starved by Elsa, abused, tortured, literally, and made to do her bidding. She is very kind. Star is very strong too, though, but not as strong as Elsa, because Elsa is very strong herself. One of the strongest in the universe, actually. Which you may say is, oh, that's OP, but not whenever you see how strong their father is. Their father is like a whole nother breed of strong, which is just scary to think about, of course. Their father's name is Eclipse, and Eclipse is anything but a kind man. Eclipse is very cruel, very cunning, and anything but nice. He enjoys seeing others suffer, sadly. That is his favorite thing to see. Anyways. Sorry, I went silent for a sec. Anyways. Eclipse is very strong. He's the strongest person in her universe. That is Star's father, but she didn't find it until years later. Elsa didn't even know until like after she kidnapped Star and like stuff like that. One of the cruelest things Elsa has ever done to Star was force her to kill her own mother. Truly is one of the cruelest things Elsa did to Star. Star didn't want to, of course, but she had no choice, because she knew that if she didn't listen to Elsa, Elsa would harm her. But anyways. Star also has a girlfriend named Hanami. She's a plant elf hybrid who was literally created in a lab. Hanami would do anything for Star, of course. But, yeah. Oh my god, how are these missing? Sorry, I keep going silent, just I don't know what to say. But anyways, Star is very compassionate. That's like one of her main qualities, of course. Is compassion. Oh my god, what is up with these hitboxes? Okay, you'll get your second life, bro. Anyways. What the hell? How isn't he limping? Dude. Anyways. Gonna lose this match, I don't care. Finally. Anyways. Where is he? The hell was that, Solas? Anyways. Beth, anyways, has always tried to help Star, like, ever since she met her. Ever since she saw that Elsa kidnapped her. Of course. And of course, Elsa wasn't happy with that. Oh my god, no, I better not sell. Go 2 times. Anyways, sorry, I'm playing a game right now. Right now, I'm not really liking how this Beth is looking, so I'll probably update her in the future. But anyways, Beth is probably one of the kindest people in Elsa's entire family. She was the kindest. And whenever they were kids, it always made Beth sad seeing how her parents and also the rest of their family treated Elsa, because in her eyes Elsa didn't deserve that. But of course her family never listened. They never do. And they were very cold and harsh towards her, sadly, which led to Elsa finally breaking psychotically, having a psychotic break, right? And going on a rampage, killing all of her family members, except for Beth, because Beth escaped. I haven't really figured out how Beth escaped, but I just know that she did. I just haven't figured out any good lore reasons to give to make it where, like, oh, Beth escaped like this. Part of me wants to say, oh, Elsa could not bring herself to kill her twin sister, but that's not true, because Elsa would totally kill Beth today, and, like, Elsa was far crueler in that moment. Well, let me rephrase that, not crueler, more psychotic in that moment, right? So, she would have killed Beth in an instant if she could. Of course, Beth isn't by any means weak or anything. Beth is strong in her own ways. It's just not as strong as Elsa, because Elsa has many powers, because she got to learn a lot from Eclipse after he found her. He pretty much trained her into being super strong, into how to use her powers and stuff like that. And if you're ever wondering, oh, why does Star only have a devil tail and wings, but where's her horns? Uh, well, she doesn't have horns because Elsa effing cut them off. Well, not even cut them off. She grabbed them forcefully and ripped them off. Right? So, that's always fun. Oh, hey, but hey. So, yeah, it was very painful to Star. But at the same time, Star didn't deserve it either. Like, at all. So, yeah, there's that. Star begged Elsa not to do it. And Elsa still ripped off her horns, right? Elsa also ripped parts of Star's wings off and broke them beyond belief, to the point where no matter how much magic you use, no matter what you do, they'll never be healed. So they'll never be usable. Elsa's wings will, not Elsa, Star's wings will always be useless. No matter what she does, no matter who she goes to, they'll always be useless. And Star's tried everything under the sun. Haname's tried everything under the sun. Nothing they can do can heal those. And no matter what they do, Star's horns can never grow back, because not only did Elsa rip them out, but she also ripped out the part of the horns that makes it where they can grow back. So then she was unable to grow her horns back. And if Star was able to grow her horns back, they would have been massive. Like the biggest horns you would ever see in your life. But of course, she was unable. So, there's that. Star did not deserve that one bit. The reason why Elsa even did that was because she got so furious at Star one day. Because Star wasn't listening to her properly, because she had told Star to kill an entire civilization of people because she's strong enough to do that, and Star refused because she knew that those people didn't deserve to die. And Elsa got so furious at Star disobeying her that she ended up grabbing Star by her horns and ripping them off in an instant. And then she grabbed her wings and grabbed a pair of scissors and started chopping away at her wings, and then she broke them also. And Star was crying in pain and agony. But no matter what she did, Elsa wouldn't stop. Star said that she'd do it. Star kept begging and pleading Elsa to have mercy on her, and she even said that she would do it. She would kill that entire civilization just not to tear off her wings. Well, not wings, horns. And not to break her wings. Elsa didn't listen and still did all that to her. They did get badly infected afterwards, by the way. Just an FYI. Because she was unable to properly bandage them or anything. So they got horribly infected. And no matter what she did, nothing would help. So yeah. If they did ever have any chance at somehow regrowing, they wouldn't. So there's that. There's also the fact that Elsa had completely no plans on having any sort of mercy on her. On Star, because in her eyes Star disobeyed. Star needed to be punished. Star deserved that. Right? Right. So anyways, there's that. And Star, since she was so young when Elsa kidnapped her, she did end up start seeing Elsa as a sort of mother figure, which is lovely, of course. Lovely. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you how lovely that truly is. Where is he? What the fuck? Anyways, Star loves Elsa. She loves her a lot more than she would ever be willing to admit. But she also knows that Elsa is a terrible person, and she doesn't want to kill people. Star really doesn't want to kill people, but Elsa forces her to because Elsa sees it as fun. And Elsa sees everyone who's beneath her as useless worms that deserve to die. She never wanted to kill any of the people that she killed, just like she never wanted to kill her mother. There's that too. Oh fuck. Damn it. Anyways, sorry. So then Star was pretty much unwilling to really disobey Elsa after a certain point because she knew that, oh, Elsa was willing to rip off my horns. Elsa was willing to break apart my wings. I don't want her to do something else that could permanently disfigure me, like breaking my tail apart or something. So then she just started obeying Elsa. She started obeying Elsa like a mindless doll, which Elsa was very satisfied with, and she loved every second of it. Star does end up dying in the future, but I'll explain that in another video. Maybe in a video where I make future Star or something, I'm not sure, but I know that I'll make a video about it. I feel like I've been yapping long enough. I doubt that any of this even makes sense to most people. I really need to make me a script to read off of, I swear to God, because this is atrocious. But whatever. Anyways, that was my video. Hope you enjoyed seeing me make Beth. I will end up updating her design in the future, just not in this video. But whenever I do end up updating her design, I'll make a video on it. It'll be a shorter video. So there's that. Anyways, Star's story is my passion, right? So, I do work very hard on it, even if it doesn't seem like it because I'm bad at explaining it. I do work very hard on it. And I love every aspect about it. So there's that. I have been working on it for years at this point. I truly have. I have so many OCs for it. I have Solar, of course, Star, Hanami, Elsa, Beth, Solar, Eclipse, Sirius, Dead Moon, who am I missing? Oh yeah, Azriel, who else? Let me think. I'm thinking. Because I have a whole lot. I have more, but those are just the ones I can name off the top of my head. So if you ever want a lore video about them, just tell me, and I'll make one. But if not, that's fine too. So yeah. By the way, solar, let me think. Solar, Azriel, Sunny are all from pretty much book 2. The second series, I guess. Solar is Star's son, and she loves him a lot. But of course she dies. He's very vengeful. So if you would like a lore video on him, just tell me. And I'd be more than willing to explain it all to y'all. Anyways, I've been yapping way too long. Bye-bye.